Okay. I think that's all the settings I wanted to get dealt with. I'm just gonna go over a few things real quick on my computer before I get started. I want to make sure my settings are okay. Shrink that. Oy, that came out of nowhere. Hmm, 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 hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna get started now then. Hello, welcome to my live stream and for when I eventually post this on YouTube to the VOD. We got quite a big box for the Great Deku Tree where it has both the Breath of the Wild slash Tears of the Kingdom Deku Tree, and let's flip the box around. Let's take a look at how big and chunky it is. You got little young Link's house, and you got the Ocarina of Time Deku Tree. They show some of the features there, including the size, the two different ones, I believe. This one goes up to 12 inches for the Breath of the Wild one, and then goes to 13 for the Ocarina of Time. Yep, it's like just a huge box. In comparison, I got out my previous set for the final battle just to compare the size. And I'm like, I don't know if you can quite see this, but just, yeah, quite a bit smaller and not like as thick. You can see just the height difference here. Unfortunately, this is a weird angle. I don't want to adjust my camera at the moment. But yeah, I just wanted to compare the box size. Yep. So let's get started. Let's open this up first. Let's get all the tape off. Probably should have done this earlier, but oh well. Ew, no, no, I don't want that. Uh, it's like if the boxes are nice, I kind of want to keep them like I did with my previous set. Okay. This makes me sad. Let's get it opened up right here. Ooh, just chugging out the Legos. It's like, I'm not looking for that right now. I want the booklet. I'm gonna assume it's this. Set these aside. Okay. Get this open. It's like what I mostly want to see before I get started building. Well, it says 2-in-1. Will I be able to build both, or is it what I'm expecting it where I'm only going to build one of the two trees? It's quite a thick booklet. It's got the other tree on the back. This little feature. Gonna finagle that a little bit. And So I'm just gonna bring this a little closer to me. That way, so you have something to look at. He's a little skull cake to keep you company. Like I got him off Etsy a week or two ago. Quite detailed for something that's 3D printed. But yeah, I am just checking real quick if it uses the same bags for the different builds that you can do. There's stuff trade. I will get to that in a bit. Starts out for the other tree. No, that's not what I wanted. Where is the other tree? Come on, where's the thing I'm looking for? That makes the other Deku Tree look a lot more complicated, it seems. I'm like, what? I'm confused. It's like, hold on. It's like, let me show you what I'm looking at. Goodbye, Skull Kid. We're not building you today. And yeah, just what I'm looking at is they show the final build of the Breath of the Wild tree, and then they just show this for the other Deku tree, and I'm like, what? Now it's like halfway built or something? Like, am I supposed to like it changes or just seems so very confusing. I'm like, I thought it'd be starting from scratch, but I guess they have like the same base. So I guess that also means no. I'm like, hmm. Okay. In the meantime, let's just grab some water real quick. And then let's read the little script that they have for us. Got your little artwork. A legend spanning decades. First released for the Famicom Disk System in Japan 1986, and then for the Nintendo Entertainment System in Europe and North America in 1987. The Legend of Zelda video game kicked off a franchise that has seen dozens of releases across more than 30 years. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time released for the Nintendo 64 in 1998, set players in a Hyrule they could explore in 3 dimensions. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild released for both Wii U and Nintendo Switch in 2017. Pushed things even further, giving players the freedom to explore a vast land however they saw fit. Now you can relive these timeless titles as you build the Great Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. You got more art from the 2 different games. As you can see, you got your old Deku Tree, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The Gerudo King Ganondorf has claimed the Triforce and taken over all of Hyrule. Spurred on by the Great Deku Tree, young Link leaves the forest of his youth to find his destiny as the hero of time. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. A great calamity has fallen upon the land, and the legendary hero must explore the vast realm to regain his memories before Hyrule is lost forever. The Great Deku Tree possesses one of the artifacts that Link may need to face the Calamity Ganon, but how will Link even find it? You got your young Link and older Link for your minifigs. Young Link. As a boy, young Link was raised as one of the Kokiri, a tribe of perpetually youthful forest beings. The Great Deku Tree, the guardian of the forest, reveals to Link that he is of Hylian birth and tasks him with a quest to seek out Hyrule Castle. And then you got grown Link. When young Link draws the Master Sword for the first time, he's not yet strong enough to be the hero Hyrule needs. He falls into a deep magical slumber for 7 years and awakens as the hero of time. He bears the Ocarina of Time, one of the keys to the sacred realm. And you got your Breath of the Wild Link. You also have your Zelda. For Link, after 100-year slumber, Link awakens alone in a world he no longer remembers. Guided by a mysterious voice, the legendary hero explores a vast and dangerous land to recover his memories and save the land from the great calamity that has befallen it. Princess Zelda. Possessing great curiosity and wisdom, Princess Zelda has researched much of Hyrule's history and ancient Sheikah technology. But where is Zelda when Link's slumber ends? Only recovering Link's memories can tell the tale. Link, wake up! The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Got your little Link awakening from his house. In the vast deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. With building instructions for two separate model options, you can build a version of the Great Deku Tree inspired by The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time or The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Hey, listen! You can build only one version at a time. Okay, they just mention it right there. Got your Ocarina of Time Deku Tree. Seems they have a little lever where you can open his mouth. And here's the other. Seems that you start off. I think this confused me because this was the one right here. I'm assuming at one point it branches off where you build either tree. Okay. Let's officially get started with the build. But first, I want to do more than just sit here, so I'm going to turn on some music for the Ocarina of Time soundtrack because since I have the final battle, I want to build the set for the beginning of Link's journey for the Ocarina of Time Deku Tree. So let's turn the music on. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not. I think I moved my settings around so you should be able to hear both it and me. For now, let's shrink that. And let's get started. I need to find box 1. That's bag 8. 2. I don't think they did a very good job putting these in. Like I'm going to be spending... here we are. I'm just going to get the first few bags out. No. assuming this is going to be important, but not what I need exactly. Come on. It's like I want bag 3, but I guess that's not happening at the moment. So I'm just going to put 2 and 4 up there. I will hunt. And there's bag 5. I just put this one away to the side. Like it's very cluttered around me, so it's hard to move at the moment. Let's begin. We start off, it seems, by building young Link. Like there's his torso, his hair and hat, which is all one color, it seems. Get our brick remover out of the way. Just do his neutral expression. Or, it's like this is the beginning of his journey. He should be happy. Because he's just getting a fairy for the first time. Because he's been without one for so long. Now, where's his legs? Where are you? Oh, there's... what I assume is his sword. Also his shield. Let's get the sword out. I think I see what's supposed to be Navi. Seems you got a backup sword. Just in case you lose it. Click anywhere. Now all you're missing is your legs. Wherever those are. Oh, there they are. Now we got our first little minifig of the set. Got our young Link. Sorry, it's also hard to see because the little stick is directly in my face. So I'm like moving from side to side. They also have a little description for the Deku Tree. A wooden shield used by young Link. Yep, that's it. Oh, we're building his house first. Okay. There we are. Start off with this. Don't feel like moving the instructions, just because everything's cluttered. Yep. First step. Now we have this big thing. Luckily, I don't have to worry about if this is wrong, because this is the only one I see in this little bag. Okay. Got another half to go on the other side, it seems. There we go. Put another curved thing on the other side. Yep. And now these two. Okay. Next, I need ones in this little bag, which luckily is already open. These little skinny 3-bit ones. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. Which reminds me, I'm going to step away for a sec, just because I need to get a Ziploc bag to put all these extra pieces in. There we go. Back. Label. Let's get this trash out of the way. Like, how many bits do I need for the other two pieces? 6. Okay. These two smaller ones go here, it seems. Bigger ones go here. At the bottom, I'm assuming I'm building the frame for the house. Two bigger ones go here. Yep, next page. Out of the way. Okay. These two big guys. These two. Yep, seems we are finishing the frame. We go on the bottom of this, middle, and then the eye to be joining the two paths from here. So now they line up. Got our little base, and now we're building the grass. I want to see the little extruded part, so I'm like, I want to try and put this in a... they both have two little things. Oh well. That's not gonna help. Well, hopefully those little dots get covered. But let's get these clicked in. Okay. We also have this little thing put onto the front. Now we got our base grass. Next is it is this, but I thought it was some weird slope for a second. But I think I'm taking this by the pieces next to it. Making sure there's no other colors I'm seeing. Otherwise, I need to open this little bag as well. There we go. One of these. Another one of those. And we have two little slope pieces, which I wish. Yep, right here. It's hard to get focus. There we go. Right there. Got two of those. Those to go here, so I'm just gonna put these in. Get the other pieces. That goes there. This goes there. Okay. There we go. And we have these little things are supposed to just be, I think, bigger pieces of grass. There's one in that corner, there's another one to go in the other. I honestly feel like this should just ended up being its own little set, but I am glad it's included. Because I feel like when it's something small like this, they end up making like a smaller kid set just to sell another product. I'm glad it's not, but I will say this, the biggest issue when I'm done is finding where am I gonna put this Lego set. It's like I'm pretty sure I cleared enough a big enough space, or hoping I did, but we will see. Yep, I needed those four next. This little square. I need two of these dark brown rectangles. These two sandy pan plates, for lack of a better word. This goes here. I'm just gonna put this in the center, just because I know where that goes. I'll go there. This here. Put this in a little bit more. Okay. Next, these two round guys go in along with this. This goes in the center. Press that in. And these go right next to it. Put the little thing in the corner. Hopefully it'll be covered up. Next page. Okay. Another one of this. These smaller circle or quarter circles. These go here. Nope. I thought it'd line up a bit more, but that's just deceiving because of the curve, and now I need two more of these little leaf flower things to go on right here on the little edges. Although it seems, now that I'm looking at it, I did this in the incorrect order. Not that it matters. So next I need two of these things. Well, no, I need four. These are gonna go in the little circles here. And they go here, here, and then on the opposite, there, and there. Okay. Then we have little black dots here. Seems to be the only ones. We have little holes. They go there and there. gaining some height. They make the color look deceptive on this. It's a brighter green, but this is the color they give us. I think this is supposed to be more of a mossy green color. That goes there. Okay. Now this can go on top of it. Join the two halves together. I don't know if this is supposed to be the back of the tree or is like a little ladder. Next. Got distracted with the music for a moment. Seems we're good doing a little mini build there, so I'm just gonna set the big base aside. Still a deceptive color. It's like, definitely doesn't quite match. Another sip of water. Okay. Dark brown one to go on top of that. Another one of these to go to here. That's all. There we go. Another dark one to go on top. Next page. Take a quick look to make sure I got everything. Yep. This is there. This definitely seems like it's likely to be the latter, in my opinion. Mossy to go there. A bright yellow to go on top of that. Set that aside for the moment. This, the brown one, the brown one on top of it. Hopefully I don't have to measure if these are correct because either the only ones here in this set at the moment. This goes on this side. Sorry, felt something coming up for a sec. A little slope. Let's go backwards. Regular green there. I'm putting this on this. Go to spirit scenes. Put this on. Now we get these little quarter circle pieces. Make sure I orient these correctly on the picture. This is spirit scenes. Assuming I'm going to click something in here because this is very loose at the moment. Okay, other side, one of these. Two of these guys. One for him. There we go. Put this on. Next, we have these little slope pieces. Don't quite know how I should describe it. I was misled for a second. I'm like, why is this not even? And I'm pressing it down. It wasn't built that way. Okay. There we go. Next, we have this slope thing, which seems to be going not there. I need to put this leaf down first. This going on top of that. It's trying to look more like a tree. Yep, that should be it. Now we are placing this down. Base right here, it seems. A lot of effort seems just to build this. Maybe this is the base of the tree and I just don't realize it. But I doubt it, so I'm assuming we're going to need these for whatever base we build. For the big old tree. Now it seems we are going to be building the other side, so set that aside. Second verse, same as the first. Okay. Yep. Seems to be correct. Let's go here. That goes there. Now we want a yellow one to go on that. Okay. That go here. That go there. Make it sound like a child. That go here. And we are putting two on this time. So not going to be the exact same. Make sure everything's oriented correctly. This goes here. Next. This. This goes there. Slope. That go there. Put it on. Now another of these little quarter circles. Again, make sure I'm orienting it correctly. That will go here. This will go there. Okay. Seems to be it. Just more of these slopes. Yep. Another tree. And this little slope will go there. Now I'm assuming we're going to be putting it on now. Yep. Quite a lot of pieces for, for us barely getting started. Next, we are building two of the exact same thing. Just getting the pieces one by one. Put this here. Ooh, that was a nice clip. Mossy green one in front of it. Build another one on. Okay. Repeat. Hold on. I should have another. Ah, I got stuck in this little baggie. There we go. Next, got these two little alternate green colors to put on top. That goes here, this will go on top of that. And repeat. And now, I'm putting this in. Assuming it's going to be on the little black thing, and the black part goes on the little thing there. I'm assuming that's what these are for, to give it like a little thing to lean against. Ooh, I do not like how loose this feels, but hopefully that changes when I put stuff on top. And now, these three together. And put the rest of these on, it seems. 5 and 6. And push that in the front. Yeah, don't like how loose that feels. Don't like it one bit. No, has a sign on it. there. Now we have the first part of our build nearly done. And yet, like I thought, we're putting Navi in. Very similar to how it was for... Oh, they have a little thing. Let's read that real quick. Navi, summoned by the Great Deku Tree. Navi changes colors to help players: blue, standard color; green, highlights objects of interest; yellow, targeting an enemy. So I guess that's what these other colors are for, but I'm going to just stick to the regular blue for now. This on. Put another one on. Okay. Make sure this is slid on straight. Just put the regular blue on. And that is how you do Navi. Hey, listen! There we go. We're rebuilding Gold Link already. Seems we're putting away his items. First, clear away all these extra bits. A small one fell on the floor, so let me get that. Okay, there we go. Just gonna stretch my leg for a second while I'm up here. Okay. Ooh. Got your Epona song Lon Lon Ranch playing at the moment, if you can hear it or not. Where did I get back to? Here we are. Dang it. Throw that on the floor. Pick up the piece I dropped. It looks like a green head. I think that's gonna be like a bush or something. Oh. The little box it shows in the instructions, it already has it built. That's nice. But the big thing, we're building Adult Link. So let's read the little text it has. Ocarina of Time. A magical musical instrument that can conjure different powers through song. Got our ocarina in there. So he's not fighting anything at the moment, so we will just do his non-battle phase. Now we're playing Saria song. Very appropriate. Yep. And we got our Adult Link. curious if this is like any different from the one in the other set. Let's get the Ocarina of Time out. Take a look at that. Oh, nicely detailed for a small piece. Seems like I'm just clicking into his hand, I believe. Yep. I'm just gonna have it like that. Let's compare him to young Link. He was so serious over the years. Lost the joy of his lost childhood. Let's move these. Push these off so I can actually see what we're doing. Okay. Green head thing. Let's open this up. Pieces keep getting stuck. It's like, where's the thing I need? Not in that. PVR. It's like green. Assuming it's this little gold thing. And this to go on top of that. Now it looks sort of like a bottle. I think this is supposed to be a magic bottle. It's a nice little detail. So put it in our box of items. Now we have this clear one, which I'm assuming is supposed to be a potion. Yep. That is not what I'm looking for. Or nope, I had this the wrong way. It was upside down. Now we have a little red potion. It's a nice little detail. Now it also goes in the box. Next, we have what I assume is going to be a bomb. Trying to make sure I put it on correctly. Would you assume this is a bomb? I don't know what else it would be. Because it's not a potion, that's for sure. Now it's also supposed to go in, but it's loose. So just kind of in there. I don't like that. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it when there are loose things. Next, let's open this up. We are supposed to put in a compass. Just like the ones we find in the dungeon. So we'll just throw that. I don't think that's going to be facing right up, unfortunately. Seems we're just throwing items in here now. Push that off, get our Hylian shield. I assume, at least the compass is face up. Oh. Yeah, they have a little thing Yes, text. We have our magic jar. Magic jars replenish Link's magic meter. Red potion. Red potions replenish lost health. Bomb. Powerful explosives that can be used to destroy obstacles or enemies. We have our compass. The compass reveals the location of all unopened treasure chests and the dungeon boss. And now we are building our hook shot, a spring-loaded grappling chain that can be used as a weapon or as a means of transportation. And then we have our Hylian shield, a large heavy shield that bears the emblem of the Triforce. Yep, so we have our shield here. Nicely detailed. Got the great fairy playing in the background. Now we're building the hook shot. This goes there. Gray flower piece to make the chain, I believe. Blue to go on that. And this piece, I believe, to mimic the handle. And now we have a hook shot. I'm just curious to see if it fits in Link's hand. Yep. So I guess if you so wanted to, you can have him carry it. I'm just going to keep him with his Ocarina of Time for now. And I will put that also in the box. And now, put in our Hylian shield. Now we have Link's chest of goodies, which are now supposed to go in his house. Let's carefully get that in there. Now it's pressed in place. Good. Set this aside for now. Still don't like how loose this is, you know. In case I didn't mention this for the 5th time. Now it seems we are building the roof of this treehouse. Next, this, that, and this square. Get going. Another this misleading forest green color. And that goes there. Now more of these. This goes here. Another one goes below that. That goes there. This will be going here. This will be going there. And another slope. So make sure I don't have any other green colors. Nope. Again, just this misleading green. Next page. More leaves. Maybe 4 of those little quarter circles. 2 there. Push this out a little bit. make sure I orient this correctly. Got our overlooking piece. This goes here. That goes there. And now this goes here. That goes there. Next, got these and these little pieces that seem to go under it and to the side. One, two, and a three. This mini slope to go here. These slopes to go next to it. Pushing it. Where? Oh. Never mind, hold on. I seem to have missed a step. This, we will be putting these pieces here. There. This. Now we can stand up. This is actually supposed to be the side. This goes here. This puts in there. Okay. One face, it seems. What else am I missing? This goes there. That goes there. There we go. Just gonna flip the previous page, make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, I don't believe so. So let's push this on. Alright, for the first bit, these white pieces. This goes here. On top of that, white one go underneath it. This going there. Clicks in. There we go. Come on. There we go. Next page. Another half, and it is at the moment only going to be joined by this little piece. Just like that. And I'm assuming that will change. Okay. Oy. Had to crack my back for a second. Next. boxes, which will be going there and there. Okay. Next is this, another green. Now, it seems we're building the other side. That for a sec. This goes here. This goes there. That goes. I did this correct. Did this incorrectly, it seems. They got some stupid AI thing coming up for a bot chat. So go away. Don't want you. Don't want an AI viewer. If it's not real, I'm not interested. This goes here. That. This is all misleading, so yep, goes there. And like before, more these little semicircles for details. Although I guess I make a quarter circle, but semantics, you know what I mean. Go there. This there. Now that there. And that go there. And this time I will not forget to put these on. There we go. Now to get one too early. All of these. Little slope. Go here. I put this on backwards. Nope, I'm just facing this the wrong way. That go there. Now, put it on. As I'm surprised it fell apart. Because it's currently only joined by this little bit. Now, it seems we are joining them a little better. Not at the base. Right here. supposed to mimic the curtain. I don't know, I'm looking at it. Now, we are putting 12 of these things on. Probably to mimic a rail. So it's going to go all along the edge. I'm just going to get started on that. 1, 2, 3. Turn it to the side. 4. 5. 6. Halfway done. These little things. Now the other side. Come on. There we go. Okay. Last one. There we go. Now, pop these little rails in. There we go. Anything else? No. From this edge. And hopefully now I will be joining them by more than just one bit. Seem to be building his bed now. Get that. Other side on. Assuming it's supposed to be his pillow. Now, I guess it is being connected, even though it's not on the floor. There we go. I guess it'll be more connected when I connect it to the base. And now... Oh, here's the ladder. I wasn't even looking at this, I didn't even notice. Now we are building a roof, it seems. So first things first. Big circle, little circle. Now it's surrounded by another circle. Because you can never have too many circles. Never. After all, circles are what make the world go round. Ba-dum-tish. There we go. Roof, not very complicated. Oh. And I am stupid. I missed another thing. I'm like, why is it only connected to one side? There we go. There. Another thing joining the two halves together. Now... Okay. Press this in there. No! That's annoying. Put these items back in. Something gave way. Okay. Actually, a nook in the back. Solves all the items. Put them back in there. Take a look from the inside and underneath. Everything seems to be in place. It's now not all rookety. Now, finish off the house. We need to put this on. And of course, he needs to be able to get up to his house. Come on. Don't be like that. There. It is now officially done. Link's house. far. Oh. No, not quite. We have a little bit of plant work to add. Okay. This goes here. This hanging on the underside. Got our vines, I guess. Apparently, I'm selectively paying attention to this build. This should have gone on before the ladder, it seems. Just gonna take Navi off for a sec. There we go, not too complicated. Let's put Navi back in. Swing this down. Now it's over. I'm going to double check real quick to make sure I'm not being stupid. Now this is where it gets difficult. First, I'm gonna put you in here. There we go. Got Link in his house. Again, we got our backside. Little items. Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna get up for a second and stretch. Before we move on, enjoy the music if you can hear it. There we go. Now, let's move all these extra pieces out of the way. Come on. People. These things keep falling on the floor. There we go. In the bag you go. Get this trash out of the way. All done. See, this looks like it's supposed to be the little Triforce stand that goes in Breath of the Wild. I mean, might skip doing this for now, just because it doesn't join with the regular tree. See a point in building this at the moment. You got your Korok. Like, I might build these eventually, just not now, because I want to focus on the... Sorry, Hetsu. I'd like to build you, but you are not the focus. But you look so jolly. It's almost a pity. Okay. Now we have this. Which I think also means I am in skipping bags 3 and 4 for the moment. And yes, I'm not going to be building that at the moment. And that skips a total of 30 pages. So now, what I am looking for to see if this is the same base for both trees. Like, it looks like it is, but I want to make sure, because I do not want to build something that is not currently relevant to what I want to build. It's like I wouldn't have built a little tree house if I was going to do the Breath of the Wild tree. I'm just going to 77 page I have to go back to. Ah. Yes, it is the same base that they built. You decide to which one to switch to when you decide which tree you want to build. Obviously, we are going to be building this one at the moment, just because I already have the other Lego set for Ocarina of Time, so makes more sense to me to keep building this one. So, yep, like we wanted to, we would continue there, which I'm also kind of glad we're not, because that's a very big base if we're also building the Triforce. But in the future, I might like try and redo this. Of course, that's going to be a lot of cleanup if I do. But one thing at a time. I just want the nostalgia. Back to our page. Of 77. Which means I need to put this away for now. I have bag 5. Like, I'm just gonna spend a sec getting these out. I found bag 3 finally, but again, we're not using these right now. There we are, bag 6. I have bag 8 over there. And now I just want to find bag 7. Oh, this is a big box. I'm like reaching my whole arm inside. There we go. I found it. So now we won't have to go climbing in for the next little while. We also have 9. I'm gonna leave that out as well. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We have our next 5 bags ready. Which means I'm going to have to go climbing back in here. That is done. Oh, this is making me really claustrophobic at the moment. Let's get all these extra bags out of the way. Put them way over there. In fact, I'm gonna move the big box for now, just to give me a bit more room. There we go. Now I have this, like, part of the table all clear. Hi, you're very fun. I liked building you, but you're gonna be in the way, so I'm also gonna move you to the side. You'll be shown along the Deku Tree when we get there. Where am I gonna put you? Get up one more time. It's like I put him on display across the room. He's off in the distance. Let's make sure this is back 5. Yep. Hey. Seems for this next bit, it's gonna go by quickly because these are all big pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Just wanted to make sure this is the correct thing. And this is 2 over, so let's get started on the base of the Great Deku Tree. Now that we did our little side project to begin with. These big things. Let's get them attached. White bricks. Here. Now the round ones. This goes here. And that goes there. Now these smaller rectangles go on each side. As soon as it stops fighting me. There we go. Okay. Need to take a look at how the power's doing on my phone, which is currently acting as the camera for this. Now, these two and this. This will be even with that. Now these two big pieces will go underneath. One bar. Now the other. Luckily, I don't have to count because these are the only ones of this shape in this bag. As you can see, it's already pretty long, so it's going to be... It's like... Just to get a comparison to how it is to my arm. It's going even further. Got these little small ones on the side of the base. This goes here. Quite big so far. More of these. Oh yeah, I'm just imagining how big it would have been if I did the Breath of the Wild one. It's probably better I'm not doing that build at the moment, because I don't think I have quite the room for a base that big. So at least with the little Link's house, I can just have it off to the side. Now, these on each side. You got a few more viewers since I've last looked at the camera or at my computer. Hello, welcome. We're just currently building the base. As you can see, it's quite big. If you can compare it to my arm, it's getting very wide. Now we need to add these pieces to the edge here. I'm just gonna move the book for the moment, just so I have a flat table to put here. And I guess it allows you to see the little booklet now that I'm not having it as close. Okay. Next, we need this. We need the green pieces. Did I do this in the wrong order? Yes, but I don't think it matters. That goes there. This goes here. That goes there. And This goes here. And then I should have done these. But, as I said, it doesn't seem to matter. It's my only... Okay, next. These going on the edges. And now adding more to our frame. This goes there. That goes on the opposite. And now these small things are going underneath. Anything else? Nope. Way. Next page. Here. Buildings, leave these. Okay. Where are these going? Just below that. Another one below this. Another one here. Next, we are basically creating a framework, as you can see. We'll be going on the center sections, and these on the outer. There we go. We are finishing off the bag by putting these on the edges. Here's the frame so far. Here's comparison for length. It's taking up my entire arm. Or at least from my elbow to below. Get that bag 6 out now. I'm really... Never mind. I thought I got them mixed up for a second, but I have both 6 and 9 out. I thought I would have to go hunting for the other bag again. Voila. We are gonna get some water real quick. I get thirsty from all this talking. Okay, starting off with my piece was about to fall off to the side. Do these. They seem to have one size, so just two. Never mind, we're using all three. Using those. These. Ooh, this is much bigger than I thought it'd be. Luckily, this is no perfect angle to use to actually see everything. These are going here. We are playing Zelda's Lullaby, if you can hear it. Back up there. This goes here. Nope. Another curve pieces. Here, this here, probably to join the little quarter circles more. This goes here. This there. These go here. More of these. This. Like that, it seems. Let's flip this over. Yep. There we go. Yep. Four of these. 3 and 4. And then these two things. One of these. Then this is going there. Keep the action on the other side. There. Now these. Just below that. Make sure I keep track of everything. This goes below. There we are. Now for these. I'm on the page. Let's get this underneath. There we go. For the other one. I'm just gonna flip this over. And assuming I'm doing it correctly by placing it here. Come on. Let's go. Should be everything. Pieces. Okay. Those two. These. Those. And then these. Black pieces out of the way. Two greens will go here. Okay, yeah. Seems to be the correct distance. Those go there. Let's get these quarter circles on. Three pieces on either side. Here. I'm assuming these holes might be to click in the one from the Breath of the Wild if you chose to do it. That way it's attached. These again. Come on. There we go. Big one for the center. So, join the two halves. There we go. Now roll the grass. We need 6, 2, 3. Have 3 on the other side. Don't need the green pieces yet. We need 1, 3. Let's start with the center first. Good. Okay. stick in there. Here we go. There we are. Next, a little bit of water. We're gonna build. This first, so lighter green circles, edges. Ooh, big plate. Big plate. Yep. There's our base so far. Now we are getting back 7. It seems. Sorry. Like. We are now looking at these to get the big base pieces in the center. We are getting 3 blues and 1 green. Seems our leftover one is probably, or if we did, the Breath of the Wild one. So this is gonna just go to the side. We are just, seems gonna be starting with just building on one of the blue ones, so I'm gonna push our base to the side for a moment. Gonna start on building 5th. Open up back 7. Look at that. Okay. Another sip of water. Wait, how long we been going? Just over 2 hours. Okay, starting off the misleading forest green brick, or woodland green, or whatever you want to call it. Next, this, these, this bigger green piece. I can put most of the fork circle. These tiny ones. Go here. There. Regular here. Another quarter circle. Up. All that. There we go. Next page. are putting this on. Like I smacked the little tripod with my hand. Now this goes there. Luck, that looks to be correct. Come on. Make sure this is on everywhere. Yes, I am. Since we are just kind of mirroring it. So this goes here. Quarter circle. There. Come on. Another quarter circle. There. Flat piece there. Go. This here. We will be drawing this on now. Yep. There we go. And last two. I'm assuming a lot of this is going to be covered, so it's not going to stay like blue. Now. Oh. See how this looks at the bottom. Yeah. I'd say this is a pretty big base. But considering this tree is going to be like, say, up here. Yeah. Next. Build more. Detailing on each side. A lot more of these light green pieces. I need two of those. Another two of these. Four of those. And four. Now, quarter circles. Four of them. It's two. Here's four. To the brown brick. These. each way. Okay, let's get started. First things first. On either side, go one of these. It seems to be mirrored, so I'll just mirror everything I do. It's kind of a little hard to tell there. Did I miss something? Okay. Smaller circles to go on the inside of that. Good. Next, this goes here. That goes there. Little rectangles beneath those. Now for these little circles, one goes here, near that. We got some Gerudo Valley playing. There we go. Seems to be that. Now for these, going up. This goes here. And this goes there. The smaller one goes in the front. Okay, let's bring these out to everything. First, the outside, that goes there. Opposite. This here. And there we go. Building some leaves. Building two of these, so these will be going on top of each other. Some little dot thing go on top of that. Now for the other. There. And the dot to go on top. And we are sprouting them here. Seems right in this little corner. So far, close up. thing again. These. Skinny brown ones. Two of these. Let's get these on. There we go. There we are. Now, there. There. And put these behind it. Upside down. Yep. Mini build. That's this right there. And this weird piece. Okay. Start us off with this. And this ground slope. We will be building there. Now this goes on top. Come on. Stop fighting me. This. Things on the side. There. Here's one. Here's two. There we go. There we go. Now this little elbow L piece. Here. Now for the gray. We'll go there. Flip it around. Popping it there. And now for the other side. There. Little elbow piece. Flip. we are. Pop that on. Close up. Assuming this is so you can get more angled pieces on the tree. Otherwise it would not. It's nice. Towards the end, I think this is the end game music, if you can hear it or not. Get another sip and flip the page. Do another ×2 build. One of these. Those from the top. One of those. And another each. There we go. I'm not going to use. Here. Opposite. Okay. Two of these. Two of those. These are going here. There we go. Next page. Top. Two dots. No. And two of these. Anything else? Nope. Let's get to going. Dang it. There we go. There. This goes here. Join these two things together. Elbow piece here. Other elbow piece. Dots going on the edge here. There we go. Now, for these, 1, 2. I'll join these two together. Make them a lot more solid. Unfortunately, of these hanging over. I'll just hashtag at the moment. So that'll change. Hopefully. Here. There. The other side. Next page. Go. How big the base is, they can only fit like one instruction per page. It goes there. Now, let's join these two together. And there we go. These two and little elbow pieces. These are going here. These go there. Next page. Little arch pieces. Need 4 of them. And 2 of these. Where's the other? There it is. Okay. This will go here. First arch piece goes there. Let's rinse and repeat. First goes there. This goes here. Two more arches. Goes here. The other there. Yep, that seems to be it. 2 of these. It seems we are doing a little. I need 6. Actually, we are doing 2 little mini builds of just these 4 pieces. So this goes on top. Let's get the other one. Now, place it there. Place this here. Now for the other 4 of these. Where they go? Because of the curve of the book, I missed that I also need these. So next, let's put that down. Put this on the other side. There we go. Put this here, that there, and repeat on the other. Closer look of what we got. Okay. Seems to be it. Now we seem to be doing some hanging vines. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Need this. I need this. I need one of these. Let's get started. A little dot to go on the other side. This to go on top. And then a little green piece to go on top of that. Although it seems we're going to be placing it on the inside of the tree here. When I get this on. Okay. Now, this will be going here. There we go. And repeat for the other side. That goes there. Dot goes here. Square goes here. And this goes in front. Now for the hanging vine. Ow. Ugh. There we go. Now to put on the other. Go. Let's flip it around. You can see the little vines there. Okay. Two of those. Seems this is the last bit of this bag. So start us off. How are we doing this? That will be going there. Got the 4-piece going there. And the longer going here. Probably should have done it in the opposite, but oh well. Let's repeat. There we go. And there we go. Got your little thing there. Same on the other side. And that is where we're going to leave off for the day. So I would like to go longer, but one, I am getting hungry. And two, my fingers are starting to hurt because this is Lego. So to finish us off, we are on page 118 with bag 8 starting. Got our little link. I'm just going to throw him on here for now so he's not flailing about. Okay, this is our final thing for our first part. I would want to show you the little link house we have as well, but that's on the other side of the room. So we are going to end here. Goodbye. Hope I see you in the future. This should be going on YouTube not too long of a time. We'll see. Otherwise, goodbye. Hope to see you in the future.